How do you think an Eldrazi tastes?
Ew.
Oh.
You've made it across the plains from Amonkhet to Zendikar and in to the Elder Dragon Social Club, where this episode we are playing the Modern Horizons 3 pre-constructed commander decks. And you might be familiar with them and still unsure of what this one is because it looks so different. This is the Collector's Edition featuring Ripple Foil. A brand new foil process that I can't speak to because I haven't seen it in person because we've left these sealed so that we can give them to you. That's right, we're going to be giving away all 4 of the decks to 4 individual people. You don't get to choose, we're just going to send you which one you get. How do you enter? It's simple. Subscribe to the channel and leave a comment on this video. That's it. A week after it launches, we'll draw 4 winners and contact them in the comments so that you can get us your address and stuff, and then we'll send these your way. For everybody else, I want to remind you that the sponsor of the show is cardkingdom.com. Please check out cardkingdom.com/EDSC if you want to pick up some of these, or perhaps the normal priced ones for yourselves, or just any cards from them for anything that you might be building in the world of Commander. I want to shout out also to sponsor Dragon Shield, who, apart from giving us an affiliate code, also hook us up with our sleeves, which you can buy on store.loadingreadyrun.com. They're great. And finally, if you want to just support us directly, you can do so at patreon.com/loadingreadyrun or by becoming a member on this very YouTube channel. Without any further ado, it's the 2 of us sending it over to you, to me, to we, at the table for gameplay. Thanks, us. We are now down here at the table. We have sleeved up our decks. Let's play some Modern Horizons 3. Ben, whom are you playing?
Who are you talking to?
Which one?
Oh no.
Can you believe they put this much handsome on one side of the table?
Oh, it's a little lopsided.
We've got to keep that helm of the host locked up.
Hi, I'm Ben. I'm playing Omo, Queen of Vesuva. This is the Everything Everywhere All at Once deck.
Hell yeah.
She is a 1/5 shapeshifter noble. Whenever Omo, Queen of Vesuva, enters the battlefield or attacks, I put an everything counter on each of up to 1 target land and up to 1 target creature. Each land with an everything counter on it is every land type in addition to its other types, and each non-land creature with an everything counter on it is every creature type.
That doesn't sound problematic at all.
I mean, I don't know. I briefly perused through the deck. It seems like some sort of lands thing. A key note that I had to figure out and find out before is that the everything counter technically does nothing.
Mm-hmm.
It's only while Omo is on the battlefield that it actually like does the thing. So
Okay.
I'm gonna try and find some boots.
If you don't have your Omo, you're gonna be feeling FOMO.
Yes, I will say, oh no, as I pass it to you.
Oh no. Hi, I'm Wheeler. Thank you for having me. It's great to goif here. My commander is Disa the Restless. Just a great name.
These what?
Dese Juns.
Can't believe that one got through.
2 black, red, and a green for a 5/6. Oh my god. All right.
I got really stoked because mine's a 1/5. I'm like, I can block anything.
Wow.
Nope.
I mean, a 5-mana 5/6 vanilla is not the most remarkable thing, but wait, there's more.
Oh.
A legendary human scout. Whenever a Lurgoyf permanent card is put into my graveyard from anywhere other than the battlefield, I put it into play.
Wait, so it just makes all of your Goyfs into Narcomoebas?
Yeah.
Cool.
And whenever one or more creatures I control deal combat damage to a player, I create a Tarmogoyf token.
They made a Goyf's Matter commander deck?
That's sick.
This is exactly how you get, like, salty Jund guys into playing
Yes.
Commander. Yeah,
I
they
feel
really...
like Reed Duke just kicked his way into R&D and was like, come on, it's my time.
Give me 5 Tarmogoyfs, all of them playable. And that's what we got.
I think it's probably everyone who copied Reed Duke's list. Reed himself actually still busy winning at Magic. But yeah, all of us who recognize Disa from the flavor text in Ice Age. And by the way, I think if she had been printed in Ice Age, probably just a 5/6 vanilla. Legendary.
Oh, yeah.
That sounds too good.
Right? I'm playing Ulalek, Fused Atrocity, a 2/5 legendary Eldrazi for this mana cost, which I don't want to bother
I would
saying.
like you to verbally.
I'm going to try to spend 5 colorless to cast it, because that's
right.
probably the easiest for me. It just has one triggered ability that says whenever you cast an Eldrazi spell, you may pay 2 colorless mana. If you do, copy all spells you control, then copy all activated abilities and triggered abilities you control. You may choose new targets for the copies. So, much Eldrazi shenanigans.
You can make dual Lamogs.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah,
'Cause the
token
trick
copies
is-
of your Eldrazi's and your triggers, right?
Yeah, because the trick is all the Eldrazi do stuff when you cast them, and so copying it wouldn't then get you the cast trigger. So this just says, oh, well, then also copy those triggers.
Exactly.
We wouldn't want you to not get that value.
Yeah.
Heaven forbid you don't get to exile like 10 permanents or whatever.
You know what's funny is that the mana base for that deck is there's a plains and an island and a swamp and a mountain and a forest and a wastes, and that's it. There's one of each basic. And then the rest of the land is all just stuff that makes colorless.
I was really hoping you were just going to say that one basic just got the middle finger. You're just like, and no swamp.
Yeah.
Oh.
Not worth it.
Over here in Kaladesh, I am running Satya Etherflux Genius. 1 blue, red, white for a 3/5 human artificer with menace and haste. And whenever Satya attacks, you create a tapped and attacking token that is a copy of up to 1 other target non-token creature you control. The target does not itself have to be attacking. You get 2 energy, and then at the beginning of the next end step, sacrifice that token unless you pay an amount of energy equal to its mana value. So maybe it sticks around.
That's definitely the last time I'm going to ask you to read that card.
Yeah. How does my thing say the word everything counter, but it seems like it's the most straightforward of these commanders?
Yeah.
Well, I run the die roll, so I will begin. I will draw a card, as is my right by winning the die roll. I'm going to play a mountain and a Wayfarer's Bauble.
Oh, thank
I
God.
was like, Graham, don't
Yeah.
be that guy.
1 mana artifact? No, it's just the bauble. Go ahead. I'll tap my mountain for that too, if we
if you
decide
want.
that we want to play by
Maybe
the
we just
rules.
do one free spell at the start of our turn.
Want to just go land
Wait,
drop
hold
on
on,
the
no.
table?
Okay.
I don't think we want that. Go ahead.
All right, I will draw for the turn, and I'm going to play this Thornwood Falls. It's a gaining me 1 life, and I become the archenemy.
Ooh,
I'm
Ben's
in the
winning.
lead.
Yeah.
Wow.
I will pass the turn.
Draw. I'm going to play a Savage Lands.
Very nice.
And then I'll cast a Putrid Leech. Go ahead.
John.
I'll discard 2 cards. 17. Yeah. I have a wastes. Back to you, friend.
Flashback to a standard format in which I never played. Hey, everyone loves the hub.
What?
Oh, the hub!
The Ether Hub.
Oh, God.
Yeah. Somewhere I have an energy reminder. There it is. My energy reserve. I'll put it over here near the commander. And I have 1 energy.
I have been sitting in this exact position with an
Someone,
energy person
yeah.
on this side of the table for multiple episodes of EDSC and Friday nights, and it has never gone well for me.
It's a curse.
The Universes Beyond Showdown was pretty close. Like,
It was close.
It was okay. Yeah.
I think. I mean, we reference it sometimes, but go back. There's an episode of Friday Nights where Nelson just beats the ever-loving crap out of me with Liberty Prime on like turns. I'm out by like turn 6.
Oh, on the paper fight.
On
Yeah,
the paper fight. Yeah.
yeah.
Oh man.
I'm going to. Sorry, I do actually have a spell. It's a different other mana rock. It's the Arcane Signet. That's my turn. Go ahead.
Man's rocked up.
On a Wednesday morning.
God, every one of these lands I'm getting comes in tapped. I'm gonna play this basic Island, and I think what I'm gonna do is play this Sylvan Scrying.
Nice.
I am going to go take a peekaroo in my library, and I think I know what I want. There's a lot of land types in this deck. There's multiple, caves. There's deserts. There's the Urza lands, but there's a land type in particular that we don't get to see as often because of what it is. I'm gonna go and grab this Cloud Post.
Yep.
So Cloud Post is a locust land, and it enters the battlefield tapped, and I can add a colorless mana for each locust on the battlefield.
But you've only got one.
I've only
so
got
far.
one so far.
Yeah.
Okay, and that's gonna be me. I'll put that in my hand.
Untap. Drop. I'm going to play a forest, and then I'm going to cast Sakura Tribe Elder, and I'm going to pass the turn.
Stevie.
Untap. Draw. I will play a Llanowar Wastes, and then I'll cast a Sol Ring
Ooh.
and a Glaring Flesh Raker.
I beg your pardon?
This is a 2/2 Eldrazi drone that says whenever I cast a colorless spell, create a 0/1 Eldrazi spawn. And whenever another colorless creature enters the battlefield under my control, Glaring Flesh Raker deals 1 damage to each opponent.
Whoa.
Scathe Zombies with additional text.
Why
Back
does
to
it
you,
keep
Grant.
going? It would have been a fine enough card with just that first paragraph.
I agree.
From here with the lights, I thought the second paragraph was flavor text. And then Nelson kept reading.
Oh no.
The Silex Blast marked not only the end of the war, but the end of Dominaria as most knew it. Maybe I'll start reading flavor text as a bit to just keep Graham on his toes.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah.
Yucky.
Cool.
It glares.
All right, I will untap and
It
draw.
rakes. It rakes. It glares.
That's not flesh.
No, it just rakes flesh. It doesn't have flesh necessarily.
How do you think an Eldrazi tastes?
Ew.
Oh, like nothing?
It's got to be shrimpy, right?
Yeah, that makes
no.
sense too. Frozen shrimp.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's like taking a bite out of a frozen.
Oh right.
prawn.
So it's like that. It's still that like unmalleable because it's
Yeah.
frozen.
Yeah, they probably have 3 different tastes, but none of them are good.
Oh,
Right?
so like depending on who you're sired
yeah,
from.
Yeah.
like
you
if
have
you're
different tastes.
eating Emrakul's spawns, they're probably like shrimpy.
Hi, sorry, I hate to be this person at a restaurant, but I actually ordered an Ulamog steak and I got it done Kozilek.
Yeah, the Ulamogs one are like underdone calamari.
Yeah.
For some reason, Emrakul's make me think of, you know that that florist's foam, like the green stuff that you just like, you stick a thing in it.
Oh, yeah.
It doesn't like reform. It's just like a brick of foam, and you like,
Yeah.
just so like nothing, like chewy absence of flavor.
Right.
So it's chewy packing peanuts.
Yeah.
Yeah. We've decided Eldrazi tastes like styrofoam and
Yeah.
shrimp.
Great.
So not good. It sounds like is what we came
I
around
don't
to.
think they would taste good. No.
Good job, everybody.
Yeah.
I'm going to play an island, and I'm going to cast an enchantment that is new called Scurry of Gremlins. When it enters the battlefield, I make 2 1/1 red gremlin creature tokens, which I have here. And then I get an amount of energy equal to the number of creatures I control, which is 2. So I could have, cast that later for a whole bunch of energy. But it does more. I can pay 4 energy at some point, and creatures I control will get +1/+0 and haste. So
Cool.
for now, it's just going to sit over here in a very non-threatening way.
How are we the Jund and Simic deck, but we're like so behind on mana?
I don't know.
Go ahead.
All right. I am going to untap, draw. It's an interesting one. I'm going to play a forest for the turn, and not super interesting. I'm just going to play Omo, and when she comes out, I get my first of hopefully many everything counters.
So happy for her.
So true, bestie. I'm going to put it on this forest. It is now every land type.
Cool.
And it makes all the mana.
You may also put a counter on Omo if you so desire.
Oh, I can!
Or one of our creatures if you want.
Yep.
Ah,
Do you want to be everything?
it's gonna die.
All right. Well, what if I make this gremlin everything under the moon? I'll just put one on Omo.
That makes sense.
Why not? And I will pass the turn.
End of turn, I'm gonna sacrifice Sakura Tribe Elder, finding a basic swamp.
Bye, Steve.
See ya!
Have fun storming the castle.
At least you didn't say storming the Capitol. Where was Sakura
Steve.
Tribe Elder
Yeah,
on January 6th?
Yeah, we gotta find out.
I mean, Yavimaya Elder was probably...
Yeah, those green-black elves, you know, who are
All
they
right.
out for?
If we really run out of topics for future episodes of Tap Tap Concede, maybe we can do. You know,
Who stormed the Capitol?
yeah, which legendary creatures were there on January 6th? But for now, I think we're all right.
Untap, draw. Oh, that's an interesting card. I'm going to play a basic forest, and then I am going to cast the backup commander, Corum the Undertaker.
Ooh.
So a 4-mana 0/5 human warrior. Corum gets +X/+0, where X is the greatest power among creature cards in all graveyards. Currently 1. Whenever it attacks, each player mills a card.
Oh.
And during each of my turns, I may play a land and cast a spell from among cards in graveyards that were put there from their libraries this turn. This means I can play your lands and cast your spells if they are milled.
Okay, so when I first saw this guy spoiled, I thought it was just my graveyard, and I was like, oh, I really like what he looks like and the whole vibe, but it like kind of seems mid. But the fact that you could do other graveyards,
Yeah.
very sick.
Pretty
Very
cute.
cool.
Very
So
into
it's
this.
so you can
Yeah.
you can do the land and the spell.
Yeah, I could take Nelson's land and play your 5-drop. I do have to still pay the relevant mana costs
Right.
associated with it.
So you need
but
the land first.
Yes.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Interesting.
Don't worry, my stuff I'll just cast for colorless anyway. He'll be fine.
That's messed up.
I'll play an Addercar Wastes and pay 5 colorless mana.
That's what you said you were gonna do.
I did, yeah. My lands make colorless mana. I will cast Ulalek. Glaring Fleshraker triggers. So with Ulalek on the stack, I will make an Eldrazi spawn. Glaring Fleshraker
that's its
triggers.
name now.
Yeah, right, Glary.
Glary triggers, yeah, exactly. Everyone takes 1 damage. Boop, boop, boop. Ulalek enters the battlefield. Glary triggers. Boop, boop, boop.
That's wild.
And
So always it's gonna ping things for 2, essentially.
yeah, unless I cast a spell that makes a bunch of creatures,
Wow.
in which case it might ping for more.
Okay.
Back to you, Graham.
Neat.
Good work, Glary.
This man has Skittering Invasion in his hand or deck.
I'll never tell. Ha, ha, ha.
This turn, I think I will answer one of life's burning questions. Is it Genitorium? Generatorium? Is it Generatorium?
Who could say?
Yeah, there we go. If I would get an energy, I get that many +1, and I can tap to draw a card, but I can only activate that if I have paid or otherwise lost 4 or more energy this turn.
Is it Generatorium? Sounds like something someone asks you when you're having what you believe is like a conversation that's very intelligent, well thought out, and you're all on the same level. And then you're like, I don't know what that means. Oh my God, I'm the idiot here.
I mean, when I hear it, I think like you're at the doctor's
Yeah.
office,
Yeah.
and like he comes in and it's like, well, I've got bad news, and you go, oh no, is it Generatorium?
Which is just a fancy way of saying getting old.
Yeah.
I immediately went to like, what was the name of that most recent Mars Volta album?
Yeah.
Is it Generatorium?
Deloused in the Genitorium.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't do anything else, so I'm going to pass the turn, and during that turn cycle, I'm going to crack Wayfarer's Bauble and figure out what land I want to grab.
I'm gonna untippity tappity and draw. Every land is tapped in this deck. All right. Well, I have kind of a nifty turn. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna start off by playing this Cloud Post that I grabbed that you know about. It's gonna come into play tap. Currently, my locust count is 2.
See, this is why Cloud Post... I need to address the camera.
Yeah.
This card is banned in Modern for good reason. But if you haven't played with Cloud Post, it only takes 2 for it to be broken.
Yes.
Lands add 1 mana.
Yeah.
This now means that this adds 2 mana.
Yeah. But what if, and I'm gonna blow your mind here,
Okay.
if I tapped for 3 mana and I played copy land?
Congratulations, you have more mana than the Eldrazi deck.
Yay! So I think is this new, eh? Yeah. It also has the best rule text. Copy land is an enchantment that says you may have copy land enter the battlefield as a copy of any land on the battlefield. Except it's an enchantment in addition to its other types. So obviously I'm going to have it come in as a copy of Cladpost, which I believe means it comes in tapped, still because it's entering the
Are
battlefield.
you interested in Llanowar wastes, Addercar wastes, or wastes?
You know, I mean, waste sounds pretty great, but I think I'm going to go with this Cladpost. So, yeah, so I generated 9 mana. Or I guess this is like 6. I played 6 lands this turn.
But you haven't attacked with your
Yeah, you're not.
commander
It's not
yet,
done.
so you're still
Yeah,
making
so
mana.
I could make more, but it's like I feel like I've put a quite large target, and I have a 1/5. So
Yes.
I kind of want to.
Your mana is scarier than Glary.
I mean, that's fair. Yeah, I think. I mean, the thing that's going to happen, I think, this Commander game is we're all going to go. We're playing Modern Horizons Precons, and we're all just going to be really scary. So I think I'm going to chill, despite the fact that I would like to make more. I'm going to have a blocker.
Okay.
In the interest of big scary, I went and looked for a planes for my Wayfarer's Ball. So whoa.
Legit.
He's just guying.
That is kind of scary.
That's me. Go for it, man.
Untap.
I got a Jeskai high five myself.
I would like to go to combat.
Yes.
I would like to attack Ben with Corum.
Okay.
As it attacks, we all mill a card.
Hey, that's a pretty good one. A 6/6, you say?
Oh!
All right.
I'm milling Localized Destruction, which
Okay.
is a energy wrath.
I milled a very good land that I am sure you're going to take from me.
Oh, that's...
Is it better than Caves of Koilos? Because that's what I milled.
That's probably it's
Okay.
Horizon of Progress. You can tap it and pay 1 life to add 1 of any mana of any type that a land you control could produce. 3 in tap, you may put a land card from your hand onto the battlefield tapped, or 1 in tap, you sack it to draw a card.
Wow.
Jesus.
Yeah, seems pretty good.
So now this is a 6/5 because Zeator is in the graveyard.
Yeah, I'm gonna take 6.
Ben is going to take 6 commander damage.
33.
That's not commander damage.
No.
Ben is going to take 6 backup commander damage.
Okay,
Yeah,
can
right.
you put that on my backup commander damage?
What did I mill from you, Graham?
Localized Destruction. 3 white sorcery, you get an energy, then you can pay 1 or more energy, and if you do, each creature you control with power equal to the amount of energy paid this way gains indestructible until end of turn. Destroy all creatures.
Oh. I can't cast that.
No, it's double white.
Yeah.
Oh.
But I
Because
am...
of the rules of magic.
It's my least favorite part of this game.
Yeah. How dare they?
I am going to think about my turn.
We discourage lawlessness here on EDSC.
All right, so second main, I'm going to play the land that I milled off of Nelson. And then I'm going to tap 5, and I'm going to bring out my Goyf girl. My Goyf, my Goyf friend.
Yeah.
Disa the...
Come on!
Disa these...
She's Disa.
Go ahead, Nelson.
Untap. Yep. We
Goyfs.
all know these Goyfs
These
right here.
Goyfs.
These ones.
D-sniffs.
Deset.
D-sweet.
Okay. I've drawn my card. I'm going to lose 1 life to make a green mana with Llanowar Wastes and cast Awakening Zone.
Yay!
This is not an Eldrazi spell or a colorless spell.
No.
It will make colorless creatures if I untap with it, so we'll deal with that later. At the beginning of my upkeep, I may create a 0/1 colorless Eldrazi spawn. It has stack this to make 1 colorless mana, and that's all it does.
Big fan of Awakening Zone. From
Very fun card,
way
yeah.
back, yeah.
Actually has some top standard play.
It's a nice
right when-
reprint.
Do you remember, this was actually a pretty magical moment in Magic history because Kenji Samura, right? Am I saying the name right?
Yeah.
Do you remember? Had taken a break to like, I don't know, life stuff, and then came back and immediately requalified for the Pro Tour after having like fallen off the Pro Club or whatever because he hadn't played for a year or 2, and he played Awakening Zones with Jace the Mind Sculptor and Polymorph. Yeah. And there was like Garrick in that deck too, and some other token producers and stuff like Calney Garden.
Oh, yeah.
And I remember like reading his first article back or whatever. He's like, if you can, play as many Jace the Mind Sculptor as possible. I was like, yes, sir.
That's sound advice.
Yeah. I will also play a Nintendo Ice Bridge and ask for a charge counter.
Wahoo!
That's incredible mileage for what is effectively a 20-year-old joke.
Yeah, fantastic. And then I'll just say go. Go ahead, Frame.
Is this new art?
Nope. This is the original art, this
So
new set symbol.
We are not yet at the Super Nintendo Ice Bridge.
That's correct.
Okay.
In Japan, they call it the Super Famicom Ice Bridge.
Oh.
Hey, that was a good joke.
That was all right.
Yeah.
I know it's greedy, but I kind of wish, because this deck has like 3 or 4 new Tarmogoyfs.
Yeah.
I kind of wish they had like 8. Like if every brand new card in this, I don't care about the goofy spells or whatever. Just make a
bunch of new
card,
Goyfs?
Just a bunch of new Goyfs.
Yeah.
Sure.
I mean,
Yeah.
I think people have been wanting Goyf as a as a subtype, like just to build a whole deck around a lot.
Yeah, they're iconic.
I have very recently been able to build like my favorite new kindred that was like kind of a joke for a while, but is actually like legit now, which is skeletons.
Oh, yeah.
Like, skeletons have been getting so much support.
Skeletons
lately.
are getting so hooked up
Dude,
lately.
there's a new
Yes.
skeleton in Modern Horizons that's like cracked. So I'm just like,
Yeah.
Emperor of Bones.
Yeah.
Oh
We-
yeah.
Dude,
We all
the
just-
new skeletons
yeah.
are hot.
Yeah.
So
Have you
know
seen
what?
the new
Have you-
skeletons?
the new skeletons this season are so hot.
Yeah. This is a Commander show, but North 100 spoiler, we all think that new skeleton is very good.
My skeleton deck has everything. Bones.
That's it.
That's
That's
it.
it. I'm going to tap 2 for a Talisman of Creativity, and then I'm going to pay 4 for my commander. It's Satya, Aetherflux Genius. And Satya's got haste, so I may as well go to combat. So Satya is going to attack Wheeler, and the trigger doesn't... Do I still make the energy? Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Right?
a separate class.
It's a separate sentence.
Up to 1.
Cool. All right. Then because I can't copy anything else. So yeah, I hit Wheeler for 3.
I take 3 commander damage.
Great. I get 2 energy, and I can... That's it, because there's no token to keep around. Pass.
Okay.
End of turn. Sacrifice this unless you pay 0 energy.
I will draw. Huh.
What does your Generatorium even do?
Draws cards.
Oh, I get an extra energy. Sorry. Yes, thank you.
Oh, right. It does that too.
It draws cards if I pay or lose 4 or more energy in a turn.
Yeah.
Then it draws a card.
I remembered that part to check.
Neat.
So the static is if you would gain energy, you get an additional 1 more.
Yeah, that many plus 1.
Great.
Oh, it's kind of
gotcha.
like the snake.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hey, the winding constrictor. Okay, I have an interesting turn that like doesn't do anything spooky. It just looks like a cool Rube Goldberg machine.
Cool.
So I'm kind of pumped for it.
Here for it.
Okay, so here's what's going to happen. First off, I'm going to go to combat.
All right.
I am going to attack Gramathy for 1 commander damage.
That's me. I'm not going to block.
Well, first I got this trigger
Oh, right.
that I got to do. I'm going to put an everything counter on my island. Sure, I'll put another everything counter. She's double everything.
So everything. Yeah, I take
Take
1.
1 commander damage. I don't think that's going to be the way I kick anybody out of this game, but who knows. Okay, so now I officially have 4 locuses. So these 2 tap for 4 mana.
Definitely not spooky.
So I'm going to tap this Cloud Post for 4 mana and play a Seer's Sundial.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So Seer's Sundial, 4 mana artifact with landfall. Whenever a land enters the battlefield under my control, I can pay 2 if I do draw a card.
Nice.
Nice and easy. So I'm going to play a land for the turn.
What?
But I got to decide if I really want this one in my hand, which is very cool and neat, or this very cool and neat land in my bin.
You can play the one from your bin?
I can, because I have a little snaky boy.
I don't even know who you're talking about.
Great. I think I want the Horizon, because it just seems like a really good land. I'm going to tap for 1 green, and then I will tap for 4. Yeah, let's do that. So I have 4 floating, 4 magical floating colorless. I'm going to spend 2 of it to play this Ramanap Excavator. So I can play lands from my bin, of
course.
which is fun and cool. So I'm going to do exactly that. I'm going to play this Horizon of Progress. I got to keep these everything lands together. Seer Sundial trigger. I'm going to use this 2 mana to draw a card.
Nice.
Cool.
Yeah. And then finally, what I'm going to do is I'm going to tap for 2 and play a Floriferous Vine Wall. It is an 0-2 defender. I look at the top 6 cards in my library. I may reveal a land from among them, put it onto my hand, and put the rest on the bottom of my library. Now, I want it to be known that of all the draws that I've done, Seer Sundial was the only non-land.
Okay.
Okay.
Which means that these top 6, surely one of them must be a land, and I'm not gonna.
Surely.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're. Oh.
Is it reveal or am I cheating?
It's got to be revealed,
You're
right?
cheating.
All right.
Oh.
I think I grabbed this one, though.
Yeah, I
You
think,
may
I think
reveal.
you grabbed that one.
Well, if you want to get the card, you must reveal
That's
it.
kind of neat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to grab Yavimaya, Cradle of Growth.
Oh boy.
Good.
Okay.
So everything will, I'll make a bunch of forest locusts.
Incredible reprint, by the way.
Yes,
Yeah.
so good.
I just kind of wish every single Precon set had either Yavimaya or Urborg.
Yep.
Just
It's just a good one to do.
Yeah.
Rest go to the bottom in a random order. That goes into my hand. And yeah, that is me. Like I said, nothing scary. It just was a cool looking turn.
Yeah.
I will pass the turn.
all right. Draw.
Oh, freak out.
Woo. I just really want to make a Tarmogoyf.
You just want to hit somebody?
Live your life.
Yeah, well, okay, thank you, Graham. Graham, I'm gonna go to combat.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have both of them attack Graham.
Wow.
Quorum triggers. We
right.
all mill. Oh, Bloodbraid Elf.
Mana Rock.
Ooh! That's one you can cast.
Professional face breaker.
Hydra Broodmaster.
All right. So Quorum is still. Oh, Quorum's now a 7/7. Let's
Oh!
go! Or 7/5.
7/5, right?
Good hits.
So I'm hitting you for with a 5/6 commander and a 7/5.
Do either of them have trample?
Neither
No.
have trample.
Okay.
I'll not take 7 of that damage.
Okay,
I'll take
that's-
5 commander damage from Disa.
Which means
Oh no, he's getting a Tarmogoyf.
No, I guess I could have blocked the other way.
I get a Goyf token.
Yay!
Tracking.
Oh no.
All right. And now.
For you.
Oh, thank you.
So
we
maximum possible of 9, I believe.
We currently have creature, sorcery, artifact, land.
Land?
Nope.
No.
Ben played his land.
Ramanap,
Creature,
yeah.
sorcery, artifact. 3/4. Hell yeah!
Pretty good. That's all it needs to be.
I am then going to. Kind of want to just cast this Bloodbraid Elf.
Can you only do one of the 4? You can do one land.
I
and
can
one
do a
spell?
land and a spell.
Okay, fair enough.
But only that were put into
Yeah.
the graveyard. Though.
I hit a mana rock, so it's like if you could do 2, it'd be fun to do
Yeah.
land and then something else. But
Tell you what, I'll cast Nelson's Talisman of Dominance.
That seems great.
I'm going to then tap 2 and cast Talisman of Resilience.
Cool.
nice.
Then I'm going to tap 2 and cast Talisman of Impulse.
Yeah.
Storm is 4.
And then I'm going to
Respect.
tap 2
No.
and cast Talisman. No,
No.
no. I'm going to tap 2 and play the Boots with the Fur. It's Lightning Greaves.
Oh boy.
I am then going to try to put the boots on Disa.
Seems right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shisa got boots.
And then I'm going to play my land for the turn. Path of Ancestry. Go ahead.
Hot turn, buddy.
It's not bad.
Okay. End of turn. I don't do anything. Untap. Upkeep. Make a 0/1 Eldrazi spawn.
Right.
Ow.
Ow.
Glary triggers.
Good old Glary.
Draw step.
That's right. Nelson's the enemy.
Sulfurous wastes.
You just really flown under the radar with those big swings.
Oh my god.
Uh-oh.
No, it's not an Eldrazi spell. It's fine. I thought I was going to get copies of this. It's fine. I have some triggers. I'm going to cast Eldrazi Monument.
Eldrazi Monument.
Okay.
So Ulalek does not trigger.
Okay.
This has Eldrazi in the name, but is not a type Eldrazi. Glary, on the other hand, does wish to trigger. I will make another Eldrazi spawn and then Glary will trigger again
Yep.
with damage. And then assuming this resolves, now creatures I control get +1/+1 and have flying and indestructible. At the beginning of my upkeep, I sacrifice a creature. If I can't, I sacrifice Eldrazi Monument.
That seems pretty good after Awakenings.
Yeah.
Yeah, these
And
two are
with this
friends,
thing.
and with this thing, yeah, exactly.
Ooh, boy.
Well,
So Nelson.
yeah, I am a bit of a problem, aren't I? Yeah, that's fair.
In game.
In Minecraft.
In Minecraft, yeah, exactly. You don't have tramplers? Do you have anything with trample yet?
No.
Do you have anything with trample yet?
I have a wall made of flowers.
Who's doing the most? I don't know. I want to attack someone.
Do it.
I have flyers.
Yeah.
Sure. Wheeler, you have the most life points. I will attack you for 6 damages.
I take 6.
3 of it is from my commander. Back to you.
Cool. Untap and draw.
The game I'm playing is how high can I make this locust go?
Jesus Christ.
It's a fun game.
I did see your hand, and my eyes almost popped out like cartoon. Like, I mean, honestly, that's kind of my dream hand in Commander. But, like, I get why in this case.
Yeah,
It's
I want to help.
Yeah.
I'm going to do something that appears scarier than it is. I know that people have said that before. I'm going to tap 6
Doesn't
mana.
hurt Nelson.
I mean, maybe. I don't know. I just want to do more stuff. I'm going to play Gonti's Ether Heart.
Ah, sure.
So when it or another artifact enters the battlefield under my control, I get 2 energy. In this case, it is 3 energy. It goes to 8. And I can pay 8 energy.
They did it! They did it! Sorry.
Yeah.
This used to have the most atrocious format.
Yeah.
Oh, right. It had the 8.
Oh, they changed it.
Yeah.
I thought you meant Gonti did it, like Gonti got to take another turn because
I thought you were
there
fine. I was
was
like,
A
I'm
as well.
sure this is taking extra
But you mean
turns.
Wizards R&D moved the
Thank
symbols
you.
into the word 8.
Thank you.
So much
Yeah.
easier to read.
God.
Legible
Watsy,
card.
thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
anything beyond like
4.
4.
You can tell the difference between
symbols.
4 and 3, but then the difference between 4 and 5 is like,
Starts to get old.
gotta work. Yeah.
So, like, this is not super
Oh,
powerful.
jeez. Don't. Sorry.
What?
We've got
Paul's
got
trolling
Paul running tech in the background. He brought up the old version, and I thought we just imagined it. Like we just like gaslighted ourselves into believing it. I was like, wait a sec.
My brain knows it's 8. I looked at that, I'm like, 7?
Because
I've never been jump scared by our preview.
Welcome to
before.
Elder Dragon Berenstein Bears Club.
Yeah.
I used to have to like cover it with another card and be like 1, 2,
Yes.
3,
Yeah,
4.
count them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, obviously this would be more powerful later if like it was near the end game and I had a huge board state, but I don't, and if I don't do something soon, I never will. So I'm doing this now. I'm gonna pay my 8 energy and exile Gonti's Aether Heart, and I get to take an extra turn.
Sure.
So I have paid more than 4 energy, so I'm gonna activate my Generatorium, to draw a card. Wheeler only has 1 blocker.
He's only got
Charmed
these dinky O ones.
They're
That's-
1/2s.
They're 1/2s now, and they're indestructible.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
So he can just block. So I can attack you. You have higher life. I don't know. Yeah, I'll attack Ben. I'll attack you for 3 with Satya, so I can make 2 energy.
Yep. I will take 3 commander damage.
Cool.
3
Right,
energy.
3
right?
energy. Thanks.
worries, no
Because the Generatorium. It's so generous. Cool. Pass the turn to me, so I'll untap.
She's gonna hit me again.
Nah, I might hit someone else.
Probably
Yep.
gonna hit me.
How are you the threat, but we're getting punched still?
This happens sometimes in Commander games where it's like, well, I can't do anything to player A, but I can kill all of you.
All right, I'll play a Fury Calm Snarl, tapped because I have nothing to reveal.
No secrets.
No secrets here. Unstable Amulet.
Oh, that's a good one.
What is
So
this?
it enters the battlefield. I get 2, in this case 3 energy. And whenever I cast a spell from anywhere that's not my hand, it deals 1 damage to each opponent. And I can pay 2 energy and tap it to exile the top card of my library, and I can play that until I exile another card with Unstable Amulet.
That's pretty cool templating.
Yeah,
really cool.
That is neat. In fact, I have 6 energy all of a sudden, so I'm going to do that right now. I'll pay 2 energy, go down to 4 energy, and I will exile this Plains. I guess I shouldn't have played my land for the turn, but I can play
it
this
next turn.
until I exile another thing. So this will
You just put it under the
You
amulet.
can put it under the amulet.
right. That's where that should live. And then I had this commissioned specially. It's a bespoke battle wagon.
Nice.
I love this card. I don't know what about it. Like if it's the doofy art, if it's the name, if it's just that it slices, it dices, it does all kinds of things. But this card got spoiled and I popped off.
You know what it is? The art is indeed doofy.
Yeah.
But if you saw this, you would be intimidated.
Yes.
And I think that's like the perfect mark that Magic does so well of like, haha, look at this sloppy jalopy. And then you're like, oh my god.
Yeah.
It's got laser cannons on it or whatever,
right? It has
right?
the same sort of art style, and maybe this is, I'm terrible with remembering who does what cards, but like it looks like a card from Unstable, the clockwork, the ones that cared about dice rolling. I think that was like their whole shtick.
Kev Walker does a lot of stuff in that sort of realm.
But it has that same sort of vibe.
Wayne Reynolds as well. I mean, this is Zoltan Boros, who also does a bunch of stuff like
Zoltan
this.
Boros done a
Yeah,
bunch of
it
beautiful
reminds
stuff
me
with
of some of the
it.
goofier, goblin things from Warhammer.
Yeah.
First thing I think when I see this art, if this was the cover of like a JRPG I'd never heard of, I'd just rent it. I'd just be like, yeah, okay, I'm gonna try it. I don't care. I need to find out.
Battle Wagon
Exactly.
on PS2?
Yeah, you gotta try it. It's only like $5 on Steam or something. Like, get it.
Oh, you like Advance Wars, dude.
Yeah.
You should play the one that inspired it.
Yeah.
So given that this has a crew cost of 4, I'm actually not going to attack because I wouldn't be able to. Or wait, hang on. Hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on. Wait a minute. Because if I do that, hang on. Wait, if I pay that, and then I attack, and then I get a copy, but then it's already attacking, but then I get 2 more energy, and I'm back up to 3. Ooh, and then I get to draw a card. Hang on. I think this works.
The copy won't be a creature, though, right?
So, oh yeah, right.
It
I have
won't
to
be
pay 4.
crude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, because it has an activated ability to pay 4 energy to make it be a creature.
Oh, good. We broke the game already. Excellent. Okay, so Satya wants to create a copy of one other target non-token creature you control. So if you animate it, this doesn't have haste yet, but it'll make a copy of that.
Yeah.
You get 2 energy. And, it's a tapped and attacking token.
But does it become tapped and attacking, but then just immediately turn back into an uncreatured artifact?
It's an attacking non-creature.
It's an attacking non-creature.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, which
All
then
right.
I think state-based actions will remove it from combat
Yes,
immediately.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then I will not do that, and I'm going to pass the turn.
Okay. Our faces are safe.
Ooh.
All right, I'm going to untap and draw. Ooh.
Jesus.
I'm just really excited it's not a land.
How to scare an Eternal player in a Commander game. Oh my god.
I've got a hot turn. I'm kind of pumped for this. Okay, so here's how this is going to go. First off, we need more Cloud Post locuses. That's what I demand. So I'm just going to swing with Omo at Wheeler. I have a 1/5.
Sure. And you're going to post up.
Oh yeah, you get to count.
Yes, I'm going to put some everything counters on things. So I will put an everything counter on Thornwood Falls, and my Ramanap Excavator is now everything as well.
I'm going to block with my 3/4 Goyf.
Cool, we're just going to like bump
Yeah, we'll
into
just
each other like
quick bump.
awkwardly.
Yeah.
It's a weird-looking brushwag.
Yeah. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I am going to play a Planar Nexus. So Planar Nexus is every non-basic land type.
And I assume that includes locust.
It sure does. So currently my locust count is 6.
6?
So Seer Sundial trigger. I'm going to tap for 6. I'll spend 2 of that on Seer Sundial to draw a card.
So this commander...
Sorry. Yeah, sorry. I drew a very funny card.
Yeah. Oh.
This commander deck is like 36 post.
Yeah,
Basically.
it seems like,
this
well, you say that, but we've got, that's not all, Yugi boy.
Yeah.
Okay,
We're gonna make all kinds of lands.
yeah, we sure are. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. So I'm filtering to make a green, and then a blue, and then I'll spend 1 more mana to play Uro, Titan of Nature's Wrath.
Oh boy.
This was the first thing I
This was the
laughed
first
at.
thing. This
Okay.
is
Not the
it's
big
still
one.
not the end of this.
Okay.
So Uro is going to enter the battlefield.
Yeah.
I'm going to gain 3 life, and I get to draw a card, and then I may put a land from my hand. Ooh, onto. All right, the hits are coming.
All right.
From my hand onto the battlefield. This is the second card I draw that made us laugh. I'm going to play Urza's Tower as my for the turn.
So instant Tron.
Yes. Sear Sundial triggers because of the landfall. I will spend this last 2 that I got to draw another card.
The hits keep coming.
Wait, what? Oh, new art. Oh my god.
You wanna see what's in my hand?
so
Sorry, I
got that.
Sure, I have these ones.
I know.
They're
I
reprints.
don't know why we're playing.
This
two at a
is
time.
why we're not on the same
Yeah,
side.
I'm trying to remember why they
Yeah,
don't put us
like-
together.
All right.
Okay, so yeah, that goes. Uro now sacrifices themselves, and escape.
Noble.
Yeah, escape is 5 for it. Okay, good to know. Okay, I still have very much mana. So Cloud Post is 6 mana. Urza's is 3, so that's 9. And then I've got this is where my colored mana
You're
is.
down to 12.
Yes.
A paltry 12.
A mere 12 to work with.
Ha!
So I'm going to pay 1 life for a blue, and then a green, and then I'm going to put 6, 9, 10 into this X spell called Nissa, Steward of Elements. So Nissa's going to come down with 10 loyalty counters on her. Her +2 is Scry 2. Her 0 is look at the top card of my library. If it's a land or creature card with mana value less than or equal to the number of loyalty counters, I can just put it right onto the battlefield. Or -6, untap 2 target lands you control. They become 5/5 elemental creatures with flying and haste until end of turn, and they are still lands. So, because I've already attacked, there's no point to -6ing her. As much as I would love to some flying blockers, they go away at the end of turn. So, because she has 10 loyalty, I'm just going to do the 0 effect. Literally whatever I draw just is going to go onto the battlefield.
Sweet.
Woo! Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. 12 mana for an island. Great. This island is going to come in, and I have a landfall trigger, but nothing to... I don't have enough mana to spend on it. I think that's me.
All right.
All right.
Neat. All right, pass.
Untap. Draw. Woo! It's probably not the right thing to do.
I love
But is it
that
the wrong thing?
as the beginning of a sentence.
But it's gonna be the fun thing to do. I'm gonna tap 6 and play Dead Bridge Chant.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So when it ETBs, I mill 10 cards, and at the beginning of my upkeep, I pick a random card in my graveyard. If it's a creature, it goes to play, otherwise it goes to my hand.
It's got a tiny bit of Pro Tour play.
Yeah,
Yeah.
10 exactly on one.
Good job.
Yeah.
Good job.
Thank you. I'm gonna check for any Lurgoyfs, because if I mill a Lurgoyf, it comes into play
What?
from my
First line
commander.
of text. They're all Narcomoebas.
Unfortunately, I didn't mill a Lurgoyf.
Okay.
I milled 2 Lurgoyfs.
Oh, no.
So I have, oh Christ, I have a Pyrogoyf and a Polygoyf
Oh.
that are going to come into play.
I didn't know
I'm-
you were that kind of...
I am going to order them so that Pyrogoyf comes into play first.
Okay.
So Pyrogoyf is going to come into play. Pyrogoyf has Tarmogoyf text, which I'm going to need to update because I just milled 10 cards.
Right.
Hopefully. Oh, yeah. And it says, when it or another Lurgoyf creature enters the battlefield under my control, that creature deals damage equal to its power to any target.
Oh, no.
Okay.
Remember when I said I need to update it?
Yeah.
I lied.
Oh,
It's just
It is. It's more the
Same.
same.
artifact
No
land?
land?
Creature.
we didn't have land.
Oh, we didn't have
land.
land.
You're up to 4.
Hey.
But do you have instant? Because
no,
we don't have instant yet.
I don't.
Anywhere else,
Just
okay.
lands, creatures, but
Artifacts and sorceries?
artifacts and sorceries.
Okay.
So this is going to come into play as a 4/5. I'm going to deal 4 damage to Nelson.
Oh, there we go. We found the way to go over.
Going upstairs.
And then Polygoyf is going to come into play, which is Tarmogoyf, but with Trample and Myriad. Which with Pyrogoyf is kinda cracked.
Oh no!
Seems good.
So Polygoyf comes into play, and I'm going to deal 4 damage to Nelson.
Sounds good.
Boots.
I would like to, as soon as I get priority, put the Lightning Greaves on Polygoyf.
Yep.
That's good?
Yeah.
No, it's
Alright.
not.
Work.
It's not good at all.
Well, maybe they'll all go upstairs to Nelson.
Because I have milled all these cards,
yeah.
I would like to cast a spell that was milled.
Wait, you can.
During each of my turns, I can play a land or cast a spell from among cards in graveyards that were put there from libraries this turn.
Oh, it's not even from his own ability.
Nope. I'm going to cast Maelstrom Pulse, targeting the Eldrazi Monument.
Chill. That works.
Wow.
I am then going to, I guess, play a land.
Is this the best Deadbridge chant?
Certainly the most powerful Deadbridge chant I've ever seen.
Yeah.
I would like to go to combat. Corum is going to be attacking Graham. This Tarmogoyf token is going to be attacking Nelson. I'm going to attack with Polygoyf, which is going to have a myriad trigger, which is going to make 2 more Polygoyf tokens, but we'll get to that when we get to that. And I'm going to attack Ben with Disa. So to reiterate, Corum and a Polygoyf, the original Polygoyf, are attacking Nelson. Tarmogoyf token and Polygoyf token are attacking Graham.
Oh.
Disa and Polygoyf token are going to be attacking Ben.
You're going upstairs, or are you going to the Nessa?
When I create the tokens, which they only give me 1 copy token, when I create the tokens, I am going to shoot 4 at Nissa, and I'm going to shoot 4 at this gremlin in particular.
Little guy!
Actually, no, sorry. I'll shoot the Flesh Raker. This card is...
Yeah.
I forgot that there's a monster over there.
Okay, and just one more time, sorry. Regular Goyf and a copy are headed to Graham. Original Polygoyf and Corum are headed at me?
Yes.
Is that right?
And
okay.
then Disa and copy are at Ben.
Okay, cool. Sorry, these are Graham's creatures over here, right? Yeah.
Okay.
These attack me, these attack Graham, these attack Ben?
Yes.
Okay. Glary takes 4 damage and dies.
Yes.
I'm
Anything before declare blockers.
Yeah.
Yes. I would like to crew my battle wagon.
I would like to just vibe.
I will cast Vile Redeemer using a green mana from Tendo Icebridge and an Eldrazi Scion.
Okay.
Ulalek triggers. Just trying to decide if I want to spend 1 mana to get a 1/1 or 2 mana to get a 3/3. I guess a 3/3 is bigger than a 1/1. Sure. So I'll use Ulalek's ability to copy Vile Redeemer. It also copies Vile Redeemer's trigger, but I don't have the mana to take advantage of that. So I'm trying to make 2 Vile Redeemers.
Sure.
For 5 mana. I
Cool.
think this is legit.
Yep.
Okay. Then I'd like to double block the original Polygoyf.
Okay, I still have a Corum trigger that we need to
Oh,
resolve
yes.
as well. I
Okay,
don't know how
that's
much this is going to change, but
fine,
we all mill
sure.
a card.
All right.
I milled Colgan's Command.
Poison Dart Frog.
Twins of Discord.
And I milled a port town.
All right. So let's go to blocks.
Yep.
Nelson, how are you blocking?
Hold on. Is that the first instant in the bin?
Yes.
All your Goyfs are slightly larger.
Oh no!
That actually affects my blocks.
Yeah, I also organized the triggers poorly, but that's fine.
Sure. Yeah, I will say you resolved this one before you resolved this one, and then it's clean. Right? So I have 2 3/3s blocking a 5/6,
Sure.
and then I want to take 20 or whatever this is.
I believe...
Still 7/7?
No,
I
an
milled an
8
8.
power creatures.
Oh, right. I guess against the Eldrazi deck, that card's pretty cracked.
Yeah.
So 8?
So
Oh,
your
yeah.
blocks, double blocking like this, and this is unblocked. Graham.
I would like to bounce off the Lurgoyf token.
Okay.
Battle Wagon's a 5/6 for some reason.
Is it a creature?
Yeah,
Okay.
I crewed it.
Great.
The traditional way.
Great.
Ben.
I'm just gonna block and chump.
Okay, great. Let's go to damage. So I'm going to kill the original Vile Redeemer first.
You got it.
This Polygoyf is going to die. Corum is going to hit Nelson for 8. Graham is going to bounce off one of the Goyf tokens and take 5.
Yep.
And then Ben's 2 creatures are going to die to these 2. But this does have trample. The Polygoyf has trample.
Then I'll put the Ramanap excavator
Sure,
under that.
sure. So Ben takes 2 for trample damage. So the Polygoyf dies. These myriad tokens are going to die. I did hit somebody.
Yes.
with one of my
I
creatures.
took damage and so did Graham.
So
Yeah.
I get a Tarmogoyf
all did.
token.
Oh, it's not just for her.
No, it's just whenever one or more creatures I control deal combat damage to a player.
Pretty good.
Yeah, so I get a Goyf token, which means that I'm going to get to shoot something for 5. I'm going to shoot that wagon.
Oh, my wagon.
I'm a regular Lee Marvin.
I will.
Shout out to the 4 of you who got that.
There's like
Sound off in the comments.
there are some people that are still really excited about OTJ that are like, oh!
I will tap it to make.
This has summoning sickness,
How-
right?
Oh, it does have summoning.
You just
sickness.
cast it on your
Yeah.
turn.
Oh. I should have done that in a way that wasn't stupid.
Well,
Okay.
you couldn't
yeah.
make energy with it and block.
No, I know. So I should have not blocked with it. I should have just bounced with my commander. That's okay.
But then you'd lose life.
Yeah, I know. Also, they wouldn't have been able to bounce once the Goyfs became larger, so. Well, darn. I had a plan that I thought was a plan, but it was not a plan. I also have a port town you could play now if you want. Because you haven't played a land yet.
That's true.
You took my frog.
I am I am going to play
He's a bop.
out of my graveyard a Riveteer's Overlook, which is immediately going to sacrifice itself, gain me 1 life, and find a basic swamp, mountain, or forest. I'm going to find a basic mountain into play tapped. For my last trick, I am going to put the boots onto Pyrogoyf.
Smart.
And then I am going to pass the turn to Nelson.
Untap. Make an Eldrazi spawn with Awakening Zone.
I mean, in one fell swoop, Nelson no longer became the villain.
Yep.
Sure.
that was handily dealt with.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, we're at that classic point in a Commander game where we just don't know who's the villain.
Hey, it's true.
Yeah.
Who's really in charge this game?
I mean, it could be me. I have so much mana, but I don't have anything to spend it on.
I would like to use my one, like, streamer reacts moment to a Magic card
Yeah.
that isn't, like, broken on Pyrogoyf.
Yeah.
Because what the hell?
That was sick.
FTK is now out of a job. Like, oh my god, this card is unbelievable.
Yeah.
Strong card. Like it a lot.
Yeah.
I will play Shrine of the Forsaken Gods
Nice.
and say go.
Oh.
I don't like that.
Mm.
Big
could-
untapping.
From Nelson's face, it could be, well, there's my stuff. I'm all out of action.
No, he would have been more sarcastic around
Oh, that's true.
if he had nothing.
We gotta be
Yeah.
connoisseurs of Nelson lore.
We should kill him with hammers.
Oh, in game.
In game.
In game. In Minecraft.
I'm going to play this Plains that's under the Unstable Amulet.
Oh.
And I'm really heavily debating running that back again.
Under the amulet. Under the amulet.
I think I will do that. I'm going to pay 2 and exile a Glimmer of Genius.
Oh.
Scry 2, draw 2 cards, get 2 energy. I think I may cast that right away, actually. Now that I think about it. Let me make sure that I have the mana that I think I do for other stuff, and then I will do that.
Where are we at? That we're just like, man, remember Kaladesh?
I mean, it was 8 years,
8 years ago, yeah. I remember it was the first pre-release that I went to in Victoria when I moved here.
Was it in the hotel?
It was still in that. That was
Back in
back
the
when
days,
we
yeah.
got to like play in the bar.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Good old days.
The Evan Pepper layout.
Yes.
Yeah.
Have a burger and a sealed. Yep.
I'm going to cast Glimmer of Genius. I will scry 2. Hold on. Brand new card. Give me a moment.
We got a reader.
These commander decks rule.
They're quite good.
Yeah.
It's so funny to me though, like power level wise, that like this is where we're at with a precon, and people will be like, but man, Duretti, the from 20 like Diggity 13 or
Yeah.
whatever, is like that one was so messed up. It's like you look back, it's like what? It's got Bosch.
Yeah.
It's like the scariest thing.
Yeah, Duretti back then was like, wow, can you look at what they gave you in this precon? And now you look over at Duretti and it's like, They're like the kid that's eating paste in kindergarten or whatever.
My deck has Dark Depths combo in it.
Yeah, it does.
Somewhere.
Yeah.
I milled Archon of Cruelty. I play Commander to get away from these cards.
Yeah, these are pretty cracked.
I'm going to draw the 2 cards that I was scrying. I left them on top. I drew them. I get 3 energy going up to 5. Also, Unstable Amulet. Because I cast Glimmer of Genius from not my hand, each of you take 1.
Ouch.
Ow.
I've already played a land for the turn, so I guess I'm just going to do this and hope that I survive another turn around the table.
Ben's pretty spooky.
Yeah, Ben's pretty spooky.
Yeah. I mean, here's the thing. All I need is like, some dope like X spell off the top that like does a big thing, and who knows.
I genuinely think everybody except for Graham could potentially just kill everybody else with like the draw of 1 card. No offense. I mean, for what it's worth, I think you could probably kill 2 of us, but maybe not 3 of us.
I mean, you've got free punchies on whoever
We
you
haven't
want
seen
right now.
Satya like resolve a trigger yet.
Yeah.
We don't even know how bad that feels.
Yeah, do you have non-token creatures in your deck?
Yeah. I mean, I'm going to cast one now and see if I get to untap with it. So I'll pay an energy, go down to 4, because I tapped thinking I was going to be casting something else, and now I need the white mana from Ether Hub to cast Ether Storm Rock.
Oh!
Big bird.
Yeah, big bird. So whenever
yeah.
it or another creature enters the battlefield under my control, I get an energy, so energy up to 6. Whoa. And, oh, you know what I could do? I'm probably going to die anyway, so I'll just do this. I'll go to combat, and I'll attack with Satya.
I have a 2/5. But it has menace?
Yeah, it's got menace, but also this is what? This
A
is
3/3. It's a 3/3.
Yeah, so it's Ben.
Okay.
I'll make a copy of Etherstorm Rock
Cool.
that is tapped and attacking, and that one can be attacking. You don't have anything with reach, do you?
Nope.
Great. Can I have a copy token?
Maybe.
You're the deck that has all the copy tokens. Thank you. Etherstorm Rock enters the battlefield tapped and attacking. So it sees itself enter, so I get 2, and then the other Etherstorm Rock sees it enter, so I get another 2. So I go to
10, and then Satya gives you another 3.
Right?
yes. So I go to 13.
We're gonna need a bigger dice.
I wonder if we'll keep the Etherstorm Rock token.
Yeah, it seems pretty good.
Very likely. So yeah, the Satchi's coming at Ben, and the copy Etherstorm Rock's coming at Wheeler.
Right. You don't get the when it attacks because it's coming in tapped and
Yeah.
attacking.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
And then I'm, yeah.
You wanna
Actually,
attack Nissa?
I get. Should I?
No, keep Lissa alive.
Sure. All right. No, I attack Ben.
Yep.
So then at the end of my turn, I'm going to pay 4 energy and go down to 9 to keep this Etherstorm Rock token. And before the end of my turn, I've paid 4 energy, so I'm going to activate the Generatorium to draw a card.
Heck yeah.
That
All right.
all seemed right.
Yeah.
Sick turn.
Yeah, honestly, this deck also seems super fun. I
Yeah.
think it's...
Every deck, yeah,
It was
seems
a
like
little
it's-
slower to get going than the other ones, but I think it's no less potentially problematic.
Okay, I untap this.
Yep.
This land base.
Speaking of problematic.
All right, I will draw for the turn.
If you want,
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's the correct thing to do.
Yeah.
I believe you have 37 mana available.
Yeah.
If you want, you can float 37 mana. No, pass.
Pass.
I'm waiting for the second half of the sentence.
I'm just saying, it's a lot of mana.
It's a lot of mana, yeah. I'm kind of just going off whatever I draw in the top decks, so. Okay, here's what we're gonna do.
House rule to really quickly reintroduce mana burn, just briefly.
Only on Ben's turn.
Only on my turn,
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to go to combat, and I think I can just freely swing at Graham.
For 1?
For 1 with a 1/5. I don't think she dies.
If Graham wants, he could activate Scurry of Gremlins to
that's
wreck you.
true.
If he wants, but you'd get to at least kill the gremlin. I could also theoretically, but I might not.
How much of your turn involves ruining what I'm doing? Be honest with me.
You
I'm
don't.
gonna blow up your lightning.
As your attorney, you don't have to answer that.
I'm okay with you blowing up my boots.
Okay.
If you want to attack me for one, you can attack
Are
me.
you doing this partly just because you want to see how high I can go?
I kind of just like your deck.
It's kind of funny, right?
It's just cool.
All right, I will attack Wheeler for 1 damage.
All right, I'll double block. I'll take 1 commander damage.
All right. During that too, I will put an everything counter on this island, and Omo is so full of everything.
Everything.
Okay, so locust count is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm gonna float 7 mana. You know, as a man who's never resolved a Talarian Academy,
This is what it's like.
yeah,
It's pretty close.
I get it, man.
Welcome to the winning team.
Yeah.
All right, 7 mana. I'm gonna spend 3 of it, going down to 4, and let's go green. Right, these can also just tap for basic mana. I'm gonna cast Vivian Reed,
Good die.
Sweet.
and then I am just gonna abrupt decay the Lightning Greaves.
Yeah.
So she is gonna go down to 2 loyalty. The other modes, by the way, just for remembering's sake, is +1. Look at the top 4 cards in my library. I may reveal a creature or a land from among them and put them into my hand. Maybe I should have done that, but now I'm, making Pywo open, I guess. The -8 is I get an emblem, creatures I control get +2/+2, have vigilance, trample, and indestructible.
Cool.
Yeah. I feel like this game could just end very shortly.
It's kind of nice.
Yeah. I'm gonna +2 Nissa to scry 2. Oh. Okay. I have a play.
All right.
Just doing a very quick Goyf check. Instant, sorcery, creature, land, artifact. There are no enchantments or no kindred cards.
None that I have.
Haven't hit a kindred yet.
Okay.
I'm going to go top
Okay.
with those. Really, the only one that matters is this top one, but I need to get it first.
Mill.
No! I'm going to play my land for the turn, which is going to be this Yavimaya, Cradle of Growth. Oh. So all my lands now are also forests, in addition to all the other stuff they are.
Oh, my lands are forests too.
Oh, everybody's got
That's
forests.
so funny. Now my lands are all
There you
forests.
go, yeah,
Oh,
enjoy.
look at
Yavamaya's in play. I'm going to pay 2 from the landfall trigger on Seer Sundial to draw this card.
Cool.
Then I'm going to tap this Urza's Tower, adding 3 colorless to the pool. So we got 5 now. I'm going to use 4 of it, going down to 1, and a green to play Hour of Promise.
Nice.
So I'm going to get to search my library for up to 2 land cards, put them onto the battlefield tapped, then shuffle. Then if I control 3 or more deserts, which I definitely do, I'm going to get to make 2 black zombie creature tokens.
Very cool.
Oh! Yeah.
All right.
I don't get to do it this turn, though. That's the thing, because they come in tapped, right?
Yeah.
Just like prime time.
Yeah, just like prime time. I mean, it's... Oh! Actually, probably that one. As much as I want to do the combo, I kind of want to not die. You know what I'm saying?
Not dying is so great.
It's pretty pog, dude.
Poggies, my doggies.
What is
What?
this?
What is it?
What is this? Do you want to just swap here? I feel like...
Sorry, yeah.
No. It's just really funny.
I mean, do you want to share with the class?
Okay, so I'm just sorry. I'm looking through all these. This is a new one, right? This did not exist.
Brand new.
This is called Trench Post. It's a new locus.
Oh, yeah.
Tap for a colorless, or 3 and tap. Target player mills a card for each locus you control.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
It's pretty hot.
Sweet.
Here's the thing: is Ben is in this spooky spot where he could frankly probably just start doming people out of the game. So I'm gonna grab the part that people are afraid of. I will grab Dark Depths.
Uh-huh.
Now, because things are coming in tapped, I'm not gonna grab Thespian Stage. Instead, because I feel like things are kind of spooky kabuki, I'm just gonna grab this Glimmer Post. So Glimmer Post enters the battlefield. I gain 1 life for each locus on the battlefield. And then Dark Depths, of course, as we all know, is going to come in with 10 ice counters on it. For 3 mana, I can remove an ice counter from Dark Depths And when it has no ice counters on it, I sack it and make a 2020 Merit Lay Spaghetti Monster.
I mean, Cloudpost is secretly the other thespian stage anyway.
That's kind of the thing, right? It's like, I can't do it this turn, but I can certainly get rid of a lot of ice counters. So Glimmer Post is going to give me 1 life for each locust on the battlefield when it enters, which is currently 8. So I'm going to gain 8 life and go to 32. And then, of course, we'll put some big spaghetti counters on the big spaghetti land, which also comes in tapped. And after all that, I get 2 zombies.
Nice. Yeah.
2 lands just entered the battlefield, so I get to draw 2 cards if I would like to pay 4 mana.
Where are you going to get 4 mana?
I know, where could it possibly come from? I'm going to tap Cloud Post to throw now 8 mana to the pool, so I have 9 colorless. I will spend 4 to draw 2. Damn.
Neat.
Yeah? Cool deck.
Yeah.
Did you get Field of the Dead or no? I suppose you just looked through your library.
There is no Field of the Dead in this deck, because that would have been too... Oh, it's banned in Commander, isn't
Oh, it's banned.
No, it's not banned.
Is it not?
No.
Oh.
They had a...
Why was that the line?
They had a line.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
I'll level with you. Having this much mana and a land full of hands, a hands full of lands.
If you have a land full of hands, the cops are going to start asking some questions.
This is the land of hands. I'm going to go green, because these are forests. Yavamaya's in play. And blue to escape my good buddy Uro. Because I have exactly 5 cards in my bin.
Yeah.
So I'm going to gain 3 life. I'm going to draw a card. Come on, dude. And I'll play a land. Let's see, which one do I want to play? They're all so mid.
I doubt very much that affects the Goyf count in any way. No? Cool.
Cool.
Cool. I'm going to put this forest into play. Trigger. I will pay 2 to draw a card.
Right, you haven't actually played a land this turn?
No. I get a land off Uro.
Oh, right.
I know I'm the lands deck, but this is actually wackadoo.
It's a lot of lands.
Look at all those locusts.
So many locusts. I will spend the green and 1 to cycle this desert.
Nice.
Sick.
What'd you draw, dude?
Oh, no.
Well, I got to spin some wheels this game, and I'm pretty happy about that. I actually don't have anywhere for this last little bit of mana to go. I guess I could have removed an ice counter instead of cycled, but you know what?
I'll take it.
Here you go. Here you go, little boy. Don't spend it all in one place.
Yay.
That's going to be me.
Okay.
Oh, my mana.
Oh, sorry. I have to go to disc.
Oh,
clean
sure.
up.
Which land would you like to discard?
I don't know. How about the Simic Guildgate?
Sure, why not? Upkeep, I have a Dead Bridge Chant trigger. Choose a card at random in my graveyard. If it's a creature, it comes back to play. Otherwise, it goes to my hand. Pick a card, any card.
This one. No, not that one. Wait. What is this? Enters a bat. Oh, you just get. It's a Broodmate Tyrant. Oh boy. I mean, you know what? You could have cast it. It's got Encore. So
Yeah.
this is technically a better.
Technically, you may have saved everybody's life.
Yes. I'm the hero of this story.
So, Ben randomly selected Broodmate Tyrant. 7 mana for a 5/5 flying dragon that when it ETBs, I make a 5/5 dragon with flying, and it has Encore.
Do you want more?
Crooklyn Brawl with the brood.
We're gonna bleed it out.
Good.
Can I grab a dragon token, please? Just kidding. Psych.
I've been got.
Go to draw.
No. Oh, okay. Sorry. It's just on Goyfs.
Only Goyfs. Subscribe to my only Goyfs.
Damn it! I had a mouthful of water.
Okay, who's party rocking in the house tonight? I would like to go to combat.
Okay.
I'm going to attack Graham with my 2 Tarmogoyf tokens, my Disa, and Corum. I have a Corum trigger, so we all mill.
What did you hit?
I hit Dakmore Salvage.
Ooh.
Talisman of Curiosity.
Plains.
Eureka moment.
I really didn't want to lose my gremlin, but I'll block Corum and take 15, I guess.
Okay, Graham takes 15.
5 of which is commander damage.
I get a Tarmogoyf token.
Yeah.
Pyrogoyf is going to deal 5 damage to Vivian Reed,
Oh, yeah, good call.
which now boosts my Goyfs
Oh.
The walker.
up to 6. I am going to tap for a blue and a bunch of talismans. I take 1. I'm going to cast this Eureka moment.
Oh,
It
sick.
was put in your graveyard
Yeah.
this turn.
Draw 2 cards, put a land from your hand into the battlefield.
So the first draw, I'm actually going to dredge.
Sure.
So I'm going to dredge Dakmor Salvage. So I mill 2, Mountain, and Temple of Milady. And then I'm going to just draw for the other one. I'm going to put this Mountain from my hand into play off of Eureka Moment.
Is it exiled after?
No,
or
it just goes
in?
back to your graveyard, yeah.
Back to the graveyard.
Cool.
I'm going to play this Temple of Milady. And I'm going to scry. And I'm going to keep that on top. I'm going to cast my uncle Azoni.
Oh,
And by my
no.
uncle, my aunt.
Auntie-uncle.
Auntie-uncle. Azoni Thousand-Eyed. I have a Path of Ancestry trigger, but I'm just going to keep this card on top from the scribe.
How many buggies you getting, bud?
Let's find out.
Some buggy buddies.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bugs. I get 6 bugs off of my Azoni.
Why do you have a Path of Ancestry trigger?
Is it creature type or color?
It's creature type. Oh, this is an elf.
human scout.
It's
It's okay, we
That's
didn't
what
do
I
it
thought.
anyway.
Yeah.
all right, you got me. I've got nothing. Yeah, I have nothing. Go ahead.
He's got nothing.
All right, I also had nothing. Upkeep, Awakening Zone.
Oh no, I feel like a jerk now.
It's okay. I
Don't.
Oh, great. I will play Secluded Courtyard, naming Eldrazi. Rickshar's Expertise. I draw cards equal to the greatest power among creatures I control. This is a 3/3, and I may cast a spell with mana value 5 or less from my hand without paying its mana cost. Draw 3 cards.
That card seems like it'd be real sweet in that deck and typically hitting bigger numbers.
Sure.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah. No, it's unfortunate. I'm just saying that's 3 is like it's still good.
Cool,
It's
Graham.
just-
Yeah, maybe you can play the Eldrazi deck next time.
you called it. You chose that one.
You chose this line.
But you're obviously gonna hit a bigger spell than me on the Rickshar's Expertise, so
Why? What'd you
I look
draw?
forward to it. Idol of Oblivion.
Oh, that's good.
pretty
That's a
good.
good one.
Thanks.
Yeah.
What's your draw card?
It does let me draw a card. I think
Here's
I'm-
that sassy Nelson.
Yeah, there
That's
we
right.
go. Now I know he's got nothing.
Great. I got through that whole turn cycle bluffing them, Graham. I'll draw a card with this. Okay.
It's useless to defend myself, but I didn't mean that as a dig. I just meant to say that card probably rocks in that deck.
Yeah, I
but
know.
And you were right.
You're absolutely right. You didn't mean it as a dig. It just
Didn't factor-
stings.
Just it definitely hit like one.
You just
Yeah,
didn't factor
absolutely.
in Nelly Tilt, you know?
Yeah. Hey, I got through an entire turn cycle.
That's true. That was a
got
good
through an
bluff.
entire turn cycle. Yeah, and I'm gonna remember that always. The
Dads,
rest of my
can you-
days.
Dads, can you stop arguing? I'm counting my locust mana.
7, 5,
Is this
6,
worth-
12.
I will cast Drowner of Hope.
Ugh.
This is new art on an old card from one of the Battle for Zendikar or the following sets.
Yeah.
BF said.
BFZ. So it's a 5/5 Eldrazi, costs 5 and a blue, but it has Void. And when it enters the battlefield, create 2 1/1 Scion creatures. They have sacrifice this creature to make it colorless, and I can sacrifice an Eldrazi Scion to tap a creature. I have a new elect trigger that I can't pay for, but I will make 2 1/1s, and I don't know, maybe have a better chance of untapping.
I mean,
we'll see.
yeah,
Sweet.
sack a Scion to tap a creature is pretty good.
Yeah, it's
When I'm
relevant.
threatening a
Sure, a
Barrel-Age.
2020 swing,
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. Or, Tarmogoyf shenanigans. That's my turn. Go ahead, Graham.
Armnanimals.
All right. Untap. This whole turn cycle, I've been considering how likely is it that I'm going to get another turn. What?
You said
Is
it?
you
it?
said is it?
And
'cause
your deck is red and
but
blue.
you got a white in it.
Maybe I don't want to untap.
Before the game started, I offered to everyone, like, hey, should we randomize the seating?
Ben was
Mix
gonna
it up?
sit on that side too.
Yeah. And now we've figured out why we don't do
Nelson,
that,
I can't believe
actually.
you've done this.
Yeah.
We had a system. We had reason.
Yeah, there's boys that you separate.
Why do you think it's never been Adam and I on the PPRs anymore? The decibels were too high.
Yeah.
Fair.
The compressor in the tech room
Can't
is
handle it.
straining against it. Yeah.
Just Paul, like Atlas or whatever.
I'm going to activate my unstable amulet to start, so I'll pay 2 energy, go down to 7 energy, and exile command tower. Cool.
Been there, brother.
Yeah. I don't think I'm going to get to untap, so I will go for the highest potential upside play that I can. An island. No, I'm going to play an island.
Go.
6 mana for a coveted jewel.
Oh, well,
Well,
you know.
Yeah. So I draw 3 cards.
Coveted Jewel's interesting, though, because if you die in the attack, you don't get the jewel. Like, the person attacking you doesn't get the jewel.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you want to hit him, but like...
it is very funny that you were like, well, I may die, so I'm going to play Coveted Jewel, which is the like, well, I may get attacked by a bear, but I am going to wear this meat cologne.
Well, but that's the thing, though. I think that solidifies Graham, like, being like, you can come attack me. Don't kill me, and you get this, this lotus. This lotus that draws you 3.
I mean, even if you kill Graham, you still get to draw the 3 cards,
Yeah, that's pretty
right?
good. What's an ancestral recall between friends?
Yeah.
I know this is a 7 mana rare, but this card is kind of wild to me.
The Encore is pretty cracked.
Yeah,
Because, like, yeah, you get the things, and then they also make
they all make
more.
dragons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a lot of dragons.
I genuinely think, like, as horrifying as that was maybe one of the best randoms I could have, like, cracked in your bed.
Yeah,
I want that thing to die.
me too.
I don't want it.
Oh, I see.
We need to, like, O-ring it or something, but I don't know if anybody has access to that sort of technology.
I'm in Simic.
Yeah. You could turn it into an elk.
That's true. Is, what is it? Song of the Dryads still
Sure.
playable?
I bet it is.
Lignify?
Nowadays, kids have Ligmify and
Ligmify
TikTok,
in
Songify of the
and,
dry.
I mean, it's Jun. Do you put Ligmify in D's deck?
I drew something off that, and I'm trying to figure out what I want to do with it. And
Give it to me.
He gave you that 2 mana last turn.
it's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, I'm going to move to combat. Wait, hang on. Reads card again. Oh, okay, yeah, we'll do that. I'm going to cast Chroma's Will.
Oh.
Chroma's will what?
Do a lot of things, I hope. I control the commander as I cast it, so I'm choosing both. So my creatures get flying, vigilance, double strike, lifelink, indestructible, and protection from each color.
Yep.
Sweet.
Okay.
Neat.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't think you're going to die. I think you're okay.
Yeah, I think I'm okay. I think I can kill Wheeler.
What?
So yeah, I'm going to attack with all these 3 at Wheeler. Satya has a trigger, so I will make another copy. We're out of copy tokens, aren't we? Oh no, I got one. Make a copy of Aetherstorm Rock that enters tapped and attacking. Both of these Aetherstorm Rocks see this one enter, and it enters, so that's 6 more energy, right?
Sounds right.
Plus 3 from Satya.
Yep, plus another 3 from Satya, so we go up to 16 energy all of a sudden.
Neat.
That's cool. And then when Aetherstorm Rock attacks, I can pay energy, and if I do, I put a +1/+1 counter on the Aetherstorm Rocks. I'm going to do that to each of the rocks that has the trigger that I can pay for. And if I've done the math correctly, and I hope that I have, this is 8 and 16 and 22? Is that exact?
Yeah.
This goes down back down to 12 energy. And then this one, I can declare at Sure. I
don't have any
declare
flyers
it
either.
Ben.
Yeah, I'll take it.
So I take 22
Yeah.
and I die.
Yeah.
And then
You're gonna gain so much life.
and then Ben's gonna take 3.
Yeah. Because this one doesn't have all the other
Right.
stuff.
So Graham gains 22,
Yeah.
Hey,
going up to 32.
we're samesies.
Yay, samesies.
Ben takes 3.
Yeah.
I am now dead.
Cool.
I have to
In-game,
give
in-game.
in Minecraft.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I'm just dead here. I think
What was
I'm
that?
Just dead here.
These are my
They're-
cards that this creature can.
Oh yeah.
So they just live in exile now, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Damn, I just watched.
You just watched the man
I mean,
die.
evaporate. Yeah.
I mean, in Graham's defense, I was going to kill everybody that
yeah.
next turn.
Yeah.
Pyroglyph
Will
is not a fair card.
That's a messed up card.
But yeah,
I mean, it
Chroma's
is
Will is
limited
also
by the fact that
exciting.
it is Tarmogoyf, which is nice, but it's still yeah. A Chroma's Will though. God damn.
All right. Well, make it quick.
I'm going to activate the Generatorium to draw a card. That's cool. And then I'm going to move to the end of my turn, and I will pay the 4 energy to retain my 3rd Ether Storm Rock, going down to 8 energy. Go ahead, Ben. Oh, yeah, and I do have to discard this Temple of Triumph, and this is land.
I will untap my pile of crap.
I miscounted. I'm taking this island back.
All right, fine. But let this be a warning to you. Draw a card.
Well, now I can do this without, you know.
I love that your Tarmogoyfs have formed some sort of like,
Summoning circle.
yeah, like a ritual for their queen, Disa Goyf.
Piece of goy.
I know that the obvious joke is the like, you know, my commander's name is Disa. Oh, you know, Disa, this library across your head or whatever. But the all I can think of when I hear the Disa is
Jar Jar?
Jar Jar Binks.
Yes, yeah, that's
Yeah.
fair. I've been
Commander.
rewatching the Clone Wars
Oh yeah, right.
show. They give Jar Jar a lot of screen time, and
They were like, we're gonna salvage this character.
Disa, how you play commander.
I am going to plus Nissa.
Ooh,
She is back to 10. I am going to scry 2.
nice.
Well,
It's pretty good.
that changes my turn a little bit.
Oh, right, because anything that you leave on top, you can just draw with Seer's Sundial.
Or Uro.
Does Uro also do stuff?
He draws a card
Or
when he
attacks.
attacks. Yep.
Or attacks? It's been a long time.
Welcome
since I
back to
read
Eldraine.
Yeah.
This is the set that shouldn't have been.
Well, that's Theros. But, I
But
mean...
it was
that-
after Eldraine,
It's,
yeah.
it's
I
in
mean,
that.
that's
Same standard, yeah.
I think I'm just gonna top this.
What, you didn't like the all Uro and Elspeth Conquers Death format?
Oh, wow. ECD.
I'm gonna go to combat. I would like to swing with Uro at Gramathy.
Mm-hmm.
So trigger, I'm gonna gain 3, draw a card, I'm gonna put this Thespian stage into play. Trigger, I'm going to tap for 2 and draw a card.
I take 6.
I was counting out if I could just make 30 mana at instant.
You get this, by the way.
Oh,
the
yeah!
That's a jewel.
The jewel! I'm gonna draw 3 cards.
Maybe I should have blocked. Oh, well.
Sorry, what the hell is this?
hell is that?
That's a great sign.
Wow. Wow. This card's sweet. Cool. This would be the best 3 mana I've ever spent.
I should have blocked.
Okay.
Now you have 2 Aetherstorm Rocks.
Yeah.
I'm going to tap this new Coveted Jewel for 3 green to play this new card that I had to read the text of that Graham kind of helped supply. This is the Rampant Frogantua.
Beg your pardon?
Yeah, it's a creature-type frog. It's a 3/3 with trample, but it gets +10/+10 for each player who's lost the game. So it is a 13/13 trample for 3 mana.
What a stupid line of rules. Ted.
Yeah, and
love
whenever it deals combat damage to a player, I may mill that many cards, and I put any number of land cards from among the milled ones onto the battlefield tapped.
That's tremendous. I love it.
Pretty good.
Gargantua. I'm a fan of this card. I'm going to tap this Cloud Post.
He's tapping the post.
For 8, I believe I'm still on. Yes.
Yeah.
Where did I get rid of that? There we go. I have 8 colorless.
Okay.
I'm going to spend 4 of it. And we'll go green. So 6 mana in total for Uvenwald Hydra.
Ooh.
So when it enters the battlefield, I may search my library for a land card, put it onto the battlefield, tapped, and shuffle.
And it has reach, right?
And it has reach. And it's got XX, where X is the number of lands I control. I'm going to grab Vesuva this time.
Okay.
I would like it to be a copy of the, where is it?
Or Glimmer Post.
I would like it to be a Glimmer Post.
Gain life.
Yeah, so I'm going to gain life equal to the amount of locust I have, which is now 9.
All right.
Just want to keep myself nice and healthy. There's a lot of spookiness on the board.
Reasonable.
Uvenwald Hydra is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 15 reach. Trigger on Seer Sundial. I'm going to pay 2, ask you to cut me,
That's just for tracking purposes.
and draw a card.
So understated compared to some of the
Yeah,
reactions we've been
yeah.
doing today.
It's a weird one. I'm going to spend green and green. It's actually the hardest part about this deck is all these individual counters on my things. I'm going to harmonize.
Hey.
Interesting.
I haven't been tracking Storm this turn.
No, me neither. You got a Thought Vessel in there, Reliquary Tower.
Currently not.
All right.
I actually looked through. I don't know if there's a Reliquary Tower in this deck.
I feel like there should be.
There should be. Okay, what do I have? I've got just an absolute monstrous amount. The interesting thing is the colored mana is the inhibiting factor of the deck.
You can make arbitrarily high numbers of colorless.
Colorless mana, yeah. I will tap for 3, and I'm going to play a Mirage Mirror.
Fun.
Sweet.
Mirage Mirror is 2 mana. It becomes a copy of target artifact, creature, enchantment, or land until the end of turn. And then I think what I'm actually just going to do is chill. Have I played a land this turn?
No.
No, I haven't.
You have not.
I have not
played-
just played a land this turn.
You have
eh?
not taken a special action.
Cool. I will play this Urza's Power Plant.
Ooh,
And
special
for the turn,
action.
landfall trigger, I will use this Urza's Power Plant to draw a card. Cool. All right, I would like to proceed to cleanup. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. One more. We'll go 4. I will be discarding a Vine Glimmer Snarl, an island, a Lumbering Falls, and a Flooded Grove. 4 lands.
Okay.
And that is me.
Untap. Awakening Zone. Draw. Cool. Secluded Courtyard makes blue mana.
Okay.
Llanowar Wastes make black mana. I go to 20. I'll cast Sire of Stagnation. Ooh. Ulalek triggers.
What does this do?
This is a 5/7 Eldrazi with Devoid that says whenever a land enters the battlefield under an opponent's control, that player exiles the top 2 cards of their library, and I draw 2 cards.
That's spicy meatball.
Thank you, thank you. I have this Ulalek trigger, but I'm not using Idol of Oblivion for anything else, so I should have done this first. I'll draw a card. Good. Okay. And I will pay for this Ulalek trigger with these 2.
So you get a second Sire of Stagnation?
So I get a copy of Sire of Stagnation, yes. And any other triggers.
Any copy
May I?
tokens,
Yeah, I think
Gamer?
one of your copy tokens was mine, actually. Thank you. Okay, so I will play Tomb of the Spirit Dragon, a land that lets me gain a life for each colorless creature I control.
Pretty good.
Go ahead, Graham.
Okie dokie. Big untaps. Draw.
Untappies.
All right, so I'm going to play this command tower, and you get a bunch of stuff.
Okay, yes, you play a command tower, so now you have to exile the top 2 cards of your library, and I draw 2 cards twice.
Okay.
So you
I will
exile 4 and I draw
exile
4.
an Aetherworks Marvel And an ether.
That's in the deck?
Yeah.
Wow. I mean, it makes sense. It's like one of the best energy cards, but hot damn.
And an ether refinery and another talisman and sad robot.
Wowie zowie.
Yeah. Okay. And you got to draw 4 cards there.
I did.
Dang, all right. Pay 2 energy to exile the top card of my library, which is a Temple of Epiphany. So that can just live over there. Okay. Well, let's see if this works. First thing I'm doing is I'm paying 4 for Kaith, famed mechanist.
Oh, it's got a little guy.
Yeah, Kaith has Fabricate 1 and gives other non-token creatures Fabricate 1, and then taps to either populate or proliferate, which is pretty cool for 2 mana. So I'm going to choose the fabrication mode where I make a servo. Then I'm going to tap my other 6 mana for Brutaclad.
Oh, yeah.
Telcor Engineer. So Kaith enters and I get 2, 4, 6 energy, go to 12, and then the servo enters and I get another 6 and go to 18. Brutaclad enters, I go to 24. Brutaclad also has Fabricate, so I'm gonna make another servo. So I go to
26?
20.
Or no, you have 3 of these birds. Oh,
Yeah, 26.
30. You go to 30,
I go to 30?
right? If you're getting 6 energy per
Yeah,
creature.
yeah, I go to 30. So this is where it gets interesting. So Brutaclad says all my creature tokens have haste. Mm-hmm. So then I move to combat, and at the beginning of combat, I make a 2/1 Phyrexian Mirror token. I get 6 more energy.
It's so full of energy.
Yeah. Then Brutaclad says I can choose a token I control, and if I do, all my other tokens become copies of that token.
Yeah.
Aetherstorm Rock.
Yeah.
So now all my servos and mirror are Aetherstorm Rocks.
Horrifying.
No, this is all I've ever wanted.
This is sick. I mean, this is
Yeah.
Brutaclad at like peak efficiency.
Yeah. I don't think this is necessarily lethal, but I do have an awful lot of energy to spend on it. And I do have also this Scurry of Gremlins. So I should try to kill someone, I suppose. 44?
You can do it.
Too many posts.
I'm all posted up.
He's so posted up.
Do you want a table talk into anything?
What
Which
do you...
someone are you planning to kill? You want time to really play
I
commander?
assume, I mean, he could just kill Nelson.
I could just kill Nelson.
And die to you.
Yeah.
And you're
Commander.
Yeah, I should try to kill Ben.
Yeah.
Do you want to have further discussions about that, Nelson?
If your plan is to try to kill Ben, I don't know that I have anything to add. I think killing Ben is pretty wise. I might sacrifice an Eldrazi Scion to tap the Uvenwald Hydra.
Okay.
Ooh, fun. All right. Yeah, I will declare my attacks, and I will attack all of my Aetherstorm Rocks at Ben, and I have a bajillion triggers, and so I'm going to use the triggers on the ones that I haven't, at least. So that was the only thing that you had with Reach.
Yep.
Right? Okay, yeah. So currently it is 4, 8, and 12. So currently it's 20. And then every activation of Scurry of Gremlins adds another 6. Is that enough?
And you can do it 9 times.
Yeah, because I have 36. So, yeah. I guess I'll just go through activating Scurry of Gremlins and you tell me when you want to respond.
Sure.
Are we through blockers yet or
Yeah,
not?
you should probably declare blocks.
Oh,
So
sorry.
this is when you're attacking me.
Sorry, I'm attacking you with these birds.
No blocks.
Okay. I activate Scurry of Gremlins.
Yep.
I activate Scurry of Gremlins.
Yep.
I activate Scurry of Gremlins.
Yeah.
And I activate Scurry of Gremlins. You're doing the math on this. How much damage is that?
Well, you've activated it 4 times.
4 times.
And you have 6 things.
Yeah.
So that's 24 currently.
Plus
plus the first.
The first bit.
So you are
20.
now at lethal.
Now it's
Okay.
lethal. It's
Now you're
44.
at exactly lethal.
All right. I have a response.
Great. I presumed you might.
I'm going to tap and float just a ungodly amount of mana.
Yeah.
So currently my locust count I think is 9. I want to say. So I've got 9 mana in my pool.
Okay.
I would like to spend 3 of it
Okay.
and 2 blue for evacuation and return all creatures to their opponents, or all creatures to owners' hands.
Yeah.
So that's just going to bounce everyone's creatures?
Everybody's creatures.
Yeah, I'll respond.
Oh.
I'll just tap my lands to gain 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 life.
You got it.
Oh, I was hoping you had some sort of counterspell.
Me too.
Yeah.
Well, that was my worry, but then I looked over at your I guess you have 1 blue in there with the
I
adequate
do,
waste,
I do,
so
yeah.
that, yeah.
It could have happened.
Great, so that resolves.
Yeah.
Creatures get bouncied. Now, before the end of this step, I would like to do stuff. I would now like to do the Thespian Stage Dark Depths combo.
Sure.
So this is 2. Thespian Stage becomes a copy of Dark Depths. State-based actions, I get rid of Dark Depths. This now looks at how many ice counters it's got, which is none. So I'm glad we got to bring them out. I will bring in big old flying spaghetti monster, Merit Lage 2020 Flying Indestructible.
Yep.
Now, here's your coveted jewel, buddy. Because I definitely thought that it said if I got hit.
It's
but
a
just
weird.
if it's unblocked.
It's
so.
a weird creature, yeah. Or weird. It's a weird card for sure. So that untaps and draw 3 cards. Neat. And now I have to discard a lot of things.
Yeah, I would imagine.
Yeah. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I only get to keep 1 of these.
I mean, you do have 3 mana too. I don't know if that matters.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah, that's relevant.
You can cast a spell.
Maybe 3 spells.
Dare I?
Oh, go on, treat yourself.
I will use the coveted jewel to play Ether Sphere Harvester.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, I get Threnergy. Yeah, move to cleanup. I'm going to discard Mountain Island Mystic Monastery at our Kerr Wastes Jolted Awake. Right? Yeah, cool. All right. Well, go ahead, Ben. It's been a pleasure serving with you, by the way.
Ben, kill this man.
Yeah, I'm gonna kill some. So I'm considering killing Nelson and then taking the jewel.
Word?
I think either option is valid. So right now I'm back.
Word?
I'm oh yeah. I'm back to just a regular man's. Well, actually, I guess I do have a lot of locusts still.
Yeah, you've got. Oh, right, because almost not. Yeah.
Almost not in place, so my everything counters don't actually do anything.
But
Correct?
you do have like
luckily-
3
But I still have
locusts.
1,
Yeah.
2, 3, 4, 5. My cloud burst only generate 5 mana.
Also, Omo is only 3 mana, so
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
generates
It'll be
plenty
okay.
of, yeah.
So I'm just deciding if I need to do any of this pre-combat. I don't.
Did you draw for the turn?
I have not. Oh. Why is this in the deck?
It has X in its cost.
Ah, yeah, true. Yeah. Okay. All right. First off, let's get Oma back on out here. So I'll tap for green, 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 green. All right. So Oma comes on out. I get a trigger. I get to put more everything counters. Merit Lage is now everything. To me, they are my everything.
That's a big brush.
That's a big brush wag. And then I'll put a everything counter on this forest. I would like to go to minusing Nissa step. So I'm
So
going
many
to,
people forget that stuff.
Yeah, it's a common mistake. So these 2, I'm going to make them 5/5 elemental creatures with flying and haste until end of turn. They are still lands. I am going to go to combat. I would like to swing. Oh, I guess everything has to go that way.
Yeah, I don't know how you're killing me and getting the jewel currently.
I don't know.
Okay. I
wishful
wish you the
thinking?
best. Yeah, you need one more.
Would
one
you
more
like
thing.
a little more backseating?
Yeah,
as a
more
treat?
back seating. Yeah. Do you want to turn your magic mirror into an Omo and then sacrifice the original one and then attack a Graham for one?
No, you make the magic mirror a copy of the Aether Sphere Harvester.
Oh, it only crews for one. Beauty.
then you crew it with
Sure.
your
Then you don't have to
shit.
recast your
Yeah,
commander.
okay, I'll do
Beauty.
that.
Beauty.
You
Can
can
we-
do that, but give me credit.
Okay. So I have this great idea I thought of by myself.
If you're going to kill me, at least let me backseat for you to kill other people.
You don't
I
have to
didn't
do
kill
that.
you.
No.
Well, you're right.
I'm going to go ahead and tap this Urza's power plant, turn my Mirage Mirror into Graham's Aether Sphere Harvester.
Forgot Mirage Mirror could target other
Anything,
stuff.
right? I'm going to crew the Mirage Mirror, or the Mirage Mirror Aether Sphere Harvester with Omo because it only has a crew cost of 1. I would like to swing with 30 at Nelson, and then I will swing with 3 at Graham for the jewel.
I cannot block it.
I don't block either. I'm going to die.
All right. This jewel is back to you now.
Why, thank you, good sir.
You're welcome.
Love jewels. So there was a land in my deck that I was like, this will be a really good fetch target later, and I just drew it. This land is
It's
cracked.
pretty good. It's pretty good.
We'll see if it even shows up. Okay, well, second main, you know him, you love him. It's the rampant Frograntula, bigger, badder, 23/23 with trample. And then I haven't played a land for the turn, so I will play a command tower. Trigger from Sears, I will...
From Sears?
Hi, a message from Sears.
Flipping through the Sears.
Back to school's back again, kids.
I'll pay 2 mana.
Flipping through the Sears catalog, getting really excited about mana.
This deck is sick.
This deck rules.
Yeah.
This deck is so cool.
This deck feels like you look at it and you're like, can they do that? Like, they are allowed to do that?
Legal?
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to tap the copy land, the cloud post, generating. It's still, it might be 10 now. I guess I put one more thing out, right? Mm-hmm. So generating 10 mana. 2 of it will be this Arcane Signet. 3 of it will be that Oblivion Stone.
Sure.
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 And then a green of it, and 2 more of it will be the Sage of the Maze. Is a 1/3 that you can tap to add 2 mana in any combination of colors, or tap it until end of turn. Target land you control becomes an XX citizen creature with haste in addition to its other types, where X is twice the number of gates you control. Activate this as a sorcery. Tap an untapped gate you control. Untap Sage of the Maze.
It's a lot, hey?
This card is messed up.
So yeah, that is me. Go ahead, Graham.
Well,
What the hell?
Don't you hate it when you want to buy product? Like, I feel, it sounds like a weird thing to say, but in this day and age, whenever there's a Magic product, like a Precon, where I just want to own the whole deck,
I would leave this like unchanged. This
yeah,
one's
just
pretty
rock
sick.
it as is.
I'm going to activate this unstable amulet on the hopes that I hit an untapped land. Nope, it's Combustible Gear Hulk. Cool, I guess.
How's busting make you feel?
Generally pretty good. I don't know if it's helpful now, with Ben being at 44 still. Target opponent may have you draw 3 cards. If they don't, you mill 3 cards and it deals damage to the total mana value. That would be very unlikely.
Damn, my 2020, my 20 CMC creatures.
You know who could have helped kill Ben? A couple of goyfs.
Yeah.
Just between us loyal friends.
If only they
friends.
Between us goyfs?
If only they did.
They were going to. They were also going to kill Graham.
Well, they were going to kill Graham and Nelson first, so that's
No,
why.
well, no, the cool thing is they were going to kill everybody on the exact same turn.
That would have been sweet,
Yeah.
admittedly. That is
Yeah.
my favorite way to end a commander game.
I don't think there's any way for me to not die here.
In your main phase step, I'm gonna go to cleanup.
Whoops. Fair enough.
Not generally the order, but you know
Yeah,
what?
I
Go
get rid
for
of
it.
this
Yeah.
Basilisk Gate, this Sunken Palace, and the alternate commander, which is Jwadi Moag Ancient.
Oh, you got rid of Basilisk Gate?
I know. Well, so Basilisk Gate is cute, but it's only at sorcery, which is what kind of.
Yeah.
I'll tap 6 mana in a moment for Austere Command,
Ooh, okay.
and I guess destroy. Just do both of the creature modes, because artifacts hurts me pretty bad as well, and enchantment only gets rid of one of your many locus problems. So I guess we'll just destroy all the creatures, the small ones and the big ones.
Have a response.
Yeah. I guess it's only small ones now that I see it. In fact, yeah, because it's 3 and 3 and 3. Yeah.
There's a world where you choose artifacts as well.
like 20.
Yeah, but it's mana value.
Mana value.
So yeah, the small ones and the enchantment. Why not?
No? Do you want to do enchantments? Because
Yeah.
you have an enchantment.
Oh, I do. Okay.
But I don't know if
Nope.
you care about it or
Just
not.
the creatures. I was right the first
Okay.
time.
Okay.
I would like to tap to blue for summary dismissal. I'll just counter it.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
All right. You have to pay 6 mana for that.
Yeah.
Exile all other spells and.
All right. You might be dead now.
Yep. Yeah. No, good game.
GG.
I'll play.
They're the levels of which. So there's this new land that we haven't gotten to play that I wanted to talk about. That was also my get out of jail free card, which was Talon Gates of Madara.
Oh yeah.
Which when it enters the battlefield, I just get to phase something out, and up to one creature, and you can play it from your hand for 4 mana.
Yeah. I mean,
So it's also a removal.
I'm more excited about the play it from your hand for 4 mana
Yeah.
than the trigger, but the trigger is obviously very
It's
important.
very cool. Yeah. GG's everyone.
Yeah.
Well played.
Can I share with you another weird
Please.
card from these?
I mean,
these
these decks are so cool.
Filigree Racer. It's a new vehicle. It's a 5/5 for 3 and a red, and it enters the battlefield. You get 4 energy, and whenever it attacks, you can pay 2 energy, and if you do, you give an instant or sorcery in your bin jumpstart.
Sick.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Pretty good.
So like, a Chroma's Will round 2.
Well, here's your jewel back, my friend.
Ah, yes,
you
thank
go.
you. Yeah, we got to do a lot of making sure that we haven't taken each other's cards after this. Holy moly. Well, that certainly was just a barnstormer of an episode.
These decks are sweet.
Yeah, they rule.
They're very good. Shout out to the Precon team.
Yeah. If you want to pick up some of these, you can do so at our friend and sponsor of the show, Card Kingdom. Check out cardkingdom.com/EDSC. If you want to get some of these lovely sleeves, you can do that at store.loadingreadyrun.com, courtesy of our other sponsor, Dragon Shield. They're a great bunch of folks over there too, and they've been very helpful in getting us these sleeves to sell you, so that's nice. And if you don't want to do any of that, but you'd rather just support us directly, thank you. You can do so at our Patreon at patreon.com/loadingreadyrun, or by becoming a member on this very YouTube channel. Until next time, I have been Graham, joined by Nelson,
I was here.
Wheeler,
Goodbye. You guys say your line.
No, you say my line, I say yours.
episode winner Ben.
Thank you for having me. It was great to D's here.
We really screwed this up.
Paul's on tech. Matt edits these. Heather gets them online. Thank you all so much for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.